Wie geht's, apple? So one question I get asked a lot is, will the Amish people eat with English people? So a couple of times when I was growing up, my family had, my parents had friends that were English that they invited over for dinner, and then in return they would invite us to their house for dinner. And I don't remember what the first family was when I was probably 5 or 6, but when I was probably 12 years old, this lady named Ardella Stats invited us over to her house for dinner. And I remember being over there and watching TV. I think her husband was in the other room watching TV after dinner, and we were sitting there talking, and I was sitting over there, and this movie was on called Lonesome Dove. And it was a Western movie. I was fascinated by this movie, and later on, after I left the Amish, I went out and bought the movie, and it wasn't nearly as cool as what I remembered it being. But later on, probably 10 years after I left the Amish, I met this girl, and she was talking about how her grandma knew a bunch of Amish people. So sarcastically, I was like, "What was her name? I should know her then, because I used to be Amish. If she knew a lot of us, I will know her." And she said, Ardella Stats. And I said, actually, I do know her. So it was kind of funny. And she talked about, her hanging out with Amish people a lot. And I remember her coming over and hanging out with my mom. So, yes, they will eat with with English people sometimes. It just depends on each family. But if you have Amish neighbors and you become friends with them, there's a good chance that they will, especially if you were to invite them over for dinner or for like a barbecue or something, they would feel like they would have to invite you over in return. So maybe if you want to see what they can cook for you, maybe cook for them first. Thanks, and have a good day. God bless everyone.